Hello guys, Magnificent Kimmy here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. So today's video is going to be about spreading mental health awareness, or about Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, because June marks the month of men's mental health, and so I just wanted to talk about that a little bit because it's very important. So as you guys know, mental health is often swept under the rug, but one big reason why keeping quiet can do more harm than good. But there's one big reason why keeping quiet can do more harm than good. So please stay tuned in to discover why spreading awareness on men's mental health is crucial and important this month. So I'm going to start by, sharing some statistics about men's mental health. So nearly one in 10 men experience some form of depression or anxiety, but less than half seek treatment. Feeling depressed or anxious is not shameful. In 2020, men died by suicide by 3.88 times more than women. Though men experience a higher rate of suicide, they are less likely to seek help and more prone to suffering in silence. Depression, when left untreated, can reach a crisis point of suicidal contemplation, so be sure to reach out for support if you're struggling. About 6 out of every 10 men experience at least some form of trauma in their lives. PTSD can develop within weeks, months, or even years after a past experienced trauma. It can cause a person to relive those traumatic events, experiences, nightmares, or flashbacks, and a number of other troubling symptoms can often interfere with their everyday life. Men are almost 2 times more likely to binge drink than women, and 3 times more as likely to die as a consequence of alcohol abuse. It's important to drink responsibly and avoid drinking at a excessive rate. And 49% of men feel more depressed than they admit to the people in their life. A survey of more than 1,000 men commissioned by the Today Show revealed the truth that many assume men are much less likely to voice struggles with mental illness and even thoughts of suicide. And I feel like this is succumbed or brought on by society, because society, doesn't really take society doesn't really take men's mental health seriously, or doesn't really care about men's mental health. And so I just want to break that barrier, and I just want more men to be more vulnerable to admit their struggles, and to not feel shame for struggling or battling with their mental health or any form of mental health related struggles, because this is real. This is real. This is not something to feel ashamed of. A lot of men struggle with their mental health, but they're still functioning and awesome and amazing men, who are doing well. Who do have families, who do have wives, who do have a great support system. So I just want to put it out there that it's not it's not a bad thing. It's nothing to feel ashamed for, or feel grateful about, or feel guilty about, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of communities of men where they are struggling with their mental health. And so please don't be afraid to seek out help and get help for okay. And so the importance of Men's Mental Health Month is necessary to have open conversations about this topic, about men's struggles with mental health, men's challenges with mental health, even men who have overcome their mental health challenges and struggles. Like, men who have overcome their struggles can help other men who are still experiencing those same struggles. And so it's we need to, I'm not a man, so I can't even speak I can't speak for men, but I feel like men need to empower and help and reach other men who are going through the same struggles. It's once you overcome it, don't forget that there's still people at the bottom who may need your help, who may need your assistance, who may need your guidance, who may need your wisdom. Who may need the same, need guidance on the same steps that you also took to overcome your mental health, your challenges and your experiences centered around mental health. And so it's just important to understand that And so there is definitely a lot of stigma around men's mental health, and and the stigma around men's mental health has a huge impact on men seeking help. So the stigma around men's mental health is that it's not as acknowledged, like men's mental health, and even men who go, even if it's not mental health related, men who go through certain problems and have certain experiences and traumas and everything, it's not considered, it's not acknowledged, it's not recognized, it's not honored, it's not none of that. And I'm not saying that, it's not ever honored, it's not ever acknowledged or whatever, but it's not. I feel like today in 2024, um, I feel like there is a better job being done in terms of acknowledging men's mental health and honoring and recognizing that men do have mental health struggles, or even that men have struggles in general, like outside of mental health struggles. So I feel like we are doing better as a society, as a generation, as a whole collective, in terms of like recognizing recognizing men's mental health. But I feel like we still have a long ways to go in terms of implementing more resources for men who struggle with mental health. For example, I feel like in my experience, there's more female mental health counselors and therapists than men. I don't really see a lot of men who are mental health counselors or who are, mental health therapists in general. Not saying that there isn't any, but again, I feel like it's more women in that field than men, and it's like we need more men who are, mental health counselors and therapists, because those men can help other men who are struggling with their mental health. You know what I'm saying? Like they can empower other men. They can share their experiences with other men, even with the support group type thing. Like we need more resources for men, even with like homeless shelters. There's not a lot of homeless shelters for men. And so we just need to do more better in incorporating more resources and programs and services for catered to men and dedicated to men. And the reason why men struggle to talk about their mental health, including like society, including, in society and the reason why men struggle to talk about their mental health is because of societal expectations and stereotypes. Um, because if men do start opening up, and I feel men are starting to open up, and I'm really happy and grateful that they are starting to open up about their mental health challenges and experiences and everything like that. But I feel like society as a whole, they will ridicule them, they will judge them, they will stereotype them, and they will make them feel bad and make them feel like less than men for sharing, make them feel like making they will make them feel like they're weak for sharing and admitting and recognizing that they struggle with mental health. But I want to say, like, don't even listen to that, y'all. Okay, don't even listen to that, because just because you struggle, you have mental problems, you struggle with mental problems, doesn't make you less than a man, doesn't mean you're feminine, doesn't mean you're sassy, doesn't mean, that you're all of these stereotypes or anything like that. It has not, like, it just, just keep sharing, keep talking about it, because these are your experiences, this is your truth. You deserve to share, you deserve to get support and be loved and be valued and be seen as a man, as a human, and everything like that. Like, you deserve your respect. So yeah, definitely keep sharing your experiences, keep sharing your truth, regardless of what society views you as or says about you. Don't even let that get to you, because even as a Christian, we have to remember that we are separated from the world, and just because we are born into this world or of this world, like we are living in this world, doesn't mean that we belong to this world. We belong to God's kingdom. So it's kind of like that. Like, remember that regardless of what the world says about you or the world views you as, God sees you as someone who is worthy, who has value, and who matters. Who matters in this world, who has a purpose for being here. So just remember that, y'all. Like, don't even. And then as women, because I feel like I'm one of those women who, I will create a safe space, and I do create safe spaces for men to come to me, to vent to me about stuff, to be vulnerable with me, to share things with me, to share their experiences, their traumas, their truths, and everything like that. And so I feel like as women, like, more women need to create more safe spaces and healthy spaces for men to be able to be vulnerable, to be able to share their truth and share their experiences and share their traumas that they have experienced, whether it's in the past, current, or whether it may be in the future. So that's the one significant part that I want everyone to get, is that we need to there needs to be more safe spaces for men to vent about their struggles and about what they're going through, because that is a key point in us doing better as a whole collective in terms of recognizing and understanding men's mental health a little bit more deeper. And so, men's mental health can definitely lead to positive outcomes and encourage others to do the same. Because when more and more men speak about their mental health related challenges and what they're going through, there's going to be more men who continue. There's going to be It's going to be like kind of like a domino effect. So like once you start doing that and someone sees that, like they're going to be like, okay, it's okay for me to share. I mean, it should be okay for me to share. Or okay, like he's sharing about his mental health and I've been struggling with this too, like maybe I should share this too with. And so, the more that men keep sharing about their mental health, and again, it doesn't even have to be that you're still struggling with that particular mental health problem or mental health challenges or whatever. It could be that you experienced that and it's your truth and you're just sharing it from experience. And you never know how you can influence and inspire other men to share their experiences as well. And so I just want to let you guys know that like sharing about your mental health and sharing your truth can actually lead to positive outcomes, and it can encourage others to do the same. It can encourage others to seek therapy. It can encourage others to use the same coping mechanisms that you may have used, and to take certain steps and take certain steps to build themselves up and to improve their lives as a whole. So just remember that sharing your mental health, sharing your truth, sharing your experiences, it should not like you that's something that you should be proud to do. It's something that you shouldn't be ashamed or feel guilty about doing, because again, it's your experiences, it's your truth, and your experiences, your truth, your past experiences or whatever, it doesn't determine your future. It doesn't determine where you're going. So yes, you may have struggled with a little bit of mental health, and even if you currently do, it doesn't determine where you're going. It doesn't define you. Only you define you. Your future defines you. And your future is definitely waiting for you. So don't let that hold y'all back. Don't let that make y'all feel bad or shame or guilty or whatever. Like that comes right from the enemy. The enemy wants you to feel that way. But He wants you to know that God wants you to know that you are unconditionally loved, valued, and you're so important to Him. You're so important to this world. So don't you guys ever forget your worth and how important. And yeah, just definitely don't forget like how important you are, to God, to this world, to your friends, to your family, even to your spouse. Even if you don't have a spouse, you have a kingdom spouse out there, somewhere out there, who cares about you so deeply and so much, and they don't want you to give up. They want you to keep going and keep moving forward. And you guys are so important. Like men, specifically talking to the men, because this video is about men's mental health and during this men's mental health month. You men, like y'all are so important. Okay, like y'all are so important and valued, loved, worthy. Like you're worth it. You're worth it. You're deserving. You're valuable. You're important. Like you are more than your pockets. Okay, you are more than your bag. You are more than any materialistic thing that you have, or that anything. Like you're more important than that. And so you're more, yeah, you're more than materialistic things. And so I just want you guys to know that like it's really about your personality, your character, your morals, your values, who you are as a person, your mannerisms, the way you treat others, your self-respect, your self-love. All those things are important. Those things are what make you important and valuable and deserving. Okay, yeah. So we talked about like the statistics of men's mental health. And so I'm going to actually leave a couple articles in the description box for you guys to check out. Um, what else? We talked about the importance of men's mental health, the societal expectations and stereotypes, why it's hard for men to open up about their mental health, and the positive outcomes and I guess results of men opening up and talking about their mental health. And so I just want you guys to be encouraged, and I want you guys to like share your own experiences and thoughts about men's mental health, because it is Men's Mental Health Month. So yeah, even if you're a woman, share your experiences of like, men that like men in your family, about if they struggle with any mental health challenges, if they have any mental health experiences, and maybe share how you are a good support system or good, healthy space for them to share these specific things, specific experiences, and truths with you. Um, and I just hope that you guys continue supporting mental health awareness, just beyond this month, because although yes, June is Men's Mental Health Month, but we need to support men in their mental health journey, experiences, traumas, whatever. Um, we need to support them in their journeys with their mental health challenges, all year round. Like not just this month, but all year round. Kind of like what they say for Valentine's Day. You don't. It is good to celebrate Valentine's Day and go out with your partner, but you need to be showing your appreciation and love for them, all year round, not just on that particular day. And so I want you guys to keep that in mind. Um, Thank you so much for tuning in. And please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. And if you have a great men or like great male friends, great uncle, great brother, whatever, if you have like a great man in your life, doesn't matter who they are, please let this be a reminder to show your appreciation for them, to reach out to them and tell them how much you care about them, how much you love them, and how you are here for them, and how any support that they need, that you're there for them. Because although you may think that they already know this, men honestly do need to hear this. Men do need reassurance, they do need validation, they do need support. The same things that we need from men, they also need that from us. And so I also pray that y'all keep this in mind as well. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.